welcome back to my channel. My name is Leena, the Edtech Guru, where we explore all things EdTech and education related. All right, let's do this. I just wanted to hop on really quick and talk about the lack of teacher support that we've seen and how teachers are feeling very unsupported during COVID-19. The thing that is really important right now from parents, administration, and anyone who is in the educational space is we need to give teachers an extra boost. I recently stumbled across an article written by EdSearch just talking about how teachers are just really feeling unsupported by their administration and by parents. They're also speaking across Twitter by doing anonymous stories. There's also another account on Instagram called Teacher Misery, in which he takes anonymous postings from teachers. Some of them are funny, but most of what we're seeing right now is teachers are defeated. Why is this the case? Why are we seeing so many teachers upset right now? There's a couple of different reasons for why that is. Number one is the way that teacher education is set up is that it was not ready, as we know, for this tech surgence that we have. Teachers were not trained. A lot of district leaders didn't even have reopening plans. A district that I've been working with decided one day before they were going to go back, they actually weren't going to go back, and teachers need to be prepared. That's a lot to hold on a teacher's shoulders. It's not fair, and it's hard to be so adaptable. A lot of things also is that they made modifications for students about keeping students accountable, but they forgot to talk about teachers. They've been doing drop-in observations, still having to set goals, making sure they're reaching their PD for the year, which I'm sure they have for COVID-19 with having to take everything on their own. But just not also understanding is that if you watch every single day you turn on the news, there's been fear instilled in us, making us think that if you go to school, you're gonna die. A lot of teachers are older. They just are. So they have this fear, or they have someone that's at home that's older. Maybe they're caretakers for a spouse, or maybe they're caretakers for their moms or something like that. And so they're just afraid, and everybody is afraid. So you have to understand that kids are carriers, and although they are adverse for the most part to COVID-19, the teachers at the end of the day are the ones that are being affected. Several teachers that I've known have been out of work for 2 weeks, not just quarantining, but actually being very, very sick for a few weeks. So it's just hard to work in that manner, and you have to have emergency subplans, and there's just a lot of things are just really brought to the forefront. In this article from EdSearch, the title of it is Job is Impossible. There is actually a Padlet board that has been created that teachers can submit anonymously to it, as you can see here. There are hundreds of responses about how teachers are feeling, and most of them are saying mental health, retiring. Teachers are retiring at record numbers. I know here in Texas, Austin ISD had around 100 plus teachers not show up for work because they were so afraid. And of course, there's ramifications for that. But for so long, teachers have just been the weight carriers. And so not only are we saying, hey, change the way that you're teaching, we're also saying, hey, go back to school to teach when most people still aren't even going out to eat to restaurants. So there's just this sense of fear. Also, we're expecting teachers to buy ring lights and buy microphones and buy new webcams and come up with lessons that are engaging and 8 hours a day online, and just these different things for which there are no guidelines, number one. And number two, it's hard to kind of know where you are. And number three is the thing about it is that teachers are working very hard. No matter if you're 100 years into the business or you've just started out your first year, they're working so hard and exhausted. And the thing about it is that the teachers are still getting paid the same. You have workers at the grocery stores and at Walmart and different places like that getting this hazard pay, but you don't have anything happening for teachers. Teachers already scrape by the way that the system is set up, and it's a broken system. We can get into that, talk about that for 900 years. But teachers' pay isn't increasing. In fact, it's decreasing and being cut, and not the raises that they were promised this year aren't happening. And so there's just a lot of reasons for why teachers feel very unsupported. And then all of a sudden, the teachers' plates that are working through 6 different content areas with 6 different resources for the content now all of a sudden have 10 extra things they have to do. Keep grades for online learning, learn how to edit videos and split them together. So you may not think they're doing their best, but I can promise you that no teacher does what they do every single day to be a bad person. They're hustling just as hard as you are to make your children feel safe. They want their mental health to be thriving. You have to think so much has happened in this last 6 months with things from the Black Lives Matter movement to the way that our politics is set up, to people losing jobs and not being able to go outside and thrive and having to wear a mask at school and not talk to your friends and have these ridiculous things all set up around you that you're not even getting to thrive in a setting. I mean, it does a lot to a student's mental health. You're already every single day a mom, a counselor, all these other roles and hats that you put on, in addition to making your content thriving and engaging in an online manner. It's just a lot that the teachers are going to crack. And if we don't do something, we're going to see an even higher teacher burnout than we've ever seen before. And please, please, please stop buying things out of your pocket. It's time to put your foot down. If administration's not giving you what you need, you don't buy new things unless you're getting reimbursed. Do not buy things out of your pocket. I've had many teachers reaching out to me wanting to purchase products that are $500, $600, $700, $800 out of their pockets. Do not do that. Other businesses don't do that. You don't do that either. I know it makes your students better, and I know you want to give them the skill sets, but you at some point also have to put your foot down and say no. So what can you do to make teachers feel more supported? Principals, administrators, superintendents, just say thank you. Send a genuine thank you note. Thank you so much for how hard you're working. The thing about it is, as a teacher, you don't expect gifts. You don't expect anything like that. But what's so meaningful is when something is written down and it makes you feel accomplished. Everybody wants recognition, and not just to tell you that you're doing it wrong or that you're not doing it correctly. And also tell another teacher, hey, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Even telling your parents, they're also working really hard. It just goes into a really big circle. So let's lift each other up, not push each other down. And teachers, just know we're all in this together. We appreciate what you're doing, and there are lots of people who are willing to help you. If you need help, you want to think through ideas, please either comment below or send me a message through any of my social medias, and I'm happy to walk you through some different ways to help make your life easier. Once again, I'm Leena Saleh, the Edtech Guru. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I want to thank you so much for following along on this journey. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And until next time, bye.